This is your source for local news in the Heartland. This is KTVO's Good Morning Heartland.
Good morning, it's Friday and it's time for our entertainment segment, which means Scott is here to talk about movies.
Yes, I am. I'm here to entertain everybody.
And you do every week. I love it.
This
is like...
I'll start juggling one of these days, don't you worry.
Could you please?
Well, if the movie's bad, I might have to.
All right, that sounds like a plan. So today we're talking about Cabin in the Woods.
Correct. A great movie, actually. You know, I looked at this movie coming into it and going, saw the trailer at a couple other movies, and it was just like, wow, what a terrible idea for a movie. You just thought instantly, bad movie. But no, honestly, great movie. You know, Chris Hemsworth, who played Thor, he's the only real character in this movie that anybody will recognize. You know, everybody else has been in like Power Rangers for like one part, 5 minutes in the TV series. So, not a lot of actors that are well known. But the basis behind the movie really takes us back to the original horror movies. You know, the 90s that got everything really going in horror. You know, the original Friday the 13th. This will take you back to that. It's almost like they stopped and said, remember those movies that were really popular and made all these series? Let's do that again.
Which I'm really excited about because the last couple of years, all the horror movies that have come out have just been a big disappointment.
And they have really. Honestly, from my aspects of it, Lady in Black was about the closest we've got to a good movie lately. But let's take a look at this. There's a lot of good comedy in it, which you need in a horror movie to get through all the clutter. A lot of good comedy, a lot of good acting. I was really surprised by who had they selected to be in this movie, how the acting actually really stepped up. The plot line, that's what's going to set everybody. It's just going to make you love this movie even more. Is you don't know what to expect, and I'm not going to give it away.
Okay,
just because that's the whole idea behind this movie. The trailers didn't really tell you much, because they want to leave it to a surprise, and it really is. I mean, it'll keep you going. I really like this movie. I really suggest it to anybody that wants to go out. If you can usually tell a movie's going to be if you watch the trailers beforehand. Let's talk about some real quick. Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter is a movie coming out. I want to say thank you to the directors of that for breaking the mold of the movies that we have coming out, because I don't know what's next.
All right.
I really don't.
So out of 5 stars, what would you give this?
In the horror genre, I would give this one a 3.5.
Really?
Yep.
Right.
I think it's a pretty good movie, and I really suggest anybody who wants a good, it's not going to make you jump. It's not going to make you wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning scared, but it's a good horror movie.
Okay. Do you think it'll do good in the box office?
It's actually done pretty good already, so I think it'll continue to do well.
Okay.
Especially after my review. I mean, everybody runs out to
of course. That's what I do right after the show.
Yeah, you go and buy tickets immediately afterwards.
Yeah, camp out,
Yeah.
There we go. All right, well, thanks so much for that.
Not a problem.
And we'll be right back.